What is going on, everybody? This is Justin Martinez, aka Jada Sports Dude, coming to you all live from my apartment. Hopefully, you all are staying at your homes as well, practicing social distancing, staying safe during this pandemic. Wishing all of you guys the best. And also, I'm here to provide you all with a little bit of entertainment. You know the drill by now, you know the vibes. We are here to watch some New Mexico State men's basketball on NBA 2K20, and it is a 30-game season. And so far, the Aggies have not been too bad. Like they not been to. That's how I sound right now. They haven't been too bad lately. Let's see. They started off the year 3-0, and then had a bit of a rough stretch. 3 losses in their last 5 games. So if I do my math real quick, that puts them at 5-3 on the season. Most recent loss was last night. They faced the Lakers of Los Angeles, and it was a pretty close game going into that fourth quarter. I think they were down by about 9, and then it kind of just went all downhill from there. 88-74 was the final score. As you can see, LeBron James, as you would anticipate, was just having a field day. 28 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists, a steal, a block. He did everything for them. Kyle Kuzma, blonde hair Kyle Kuzma no less, put up 14 points, 2 boards, and 2 assists on them. And an AD, as you can imagine, 11-11. Actually, not a bad job by Yvonne to hold him to just 11 points, but obviously on the boards. Really tough to compete with them. Jabari Rice leading the way for New Mexico State, which if you have been following the trend so far this season, that has been the trend. This guy has been dominant so far. 19 points and 3 rebounds for him in this one. Ivan Adekoechea owning the glass at only, how tall is he? 6'8", 12 points and 16 rebounds to go along with 5 dimes and 2 steals. Really impressive stuff from him. Trevelin Queen, 11 points, and then 2s across the board here for boards, assists, steals, and blocks. Jerome Brown gets 9 off the bench. Not bad. Not a bad game. Again, this is going up against the Lakers, who are the best team in the league on most people's account. So, yeah, not too bad. They were hanging in there, but at the end of the day, they fall to 5-3. And that leaves us with today's matchup, which is a game against the Orlando Magic, who are actually 4-2 on the season, which is a little bit surprising right now. Let's take a look at this matchup. I believe this game is on the road, right? Oh no, this is a home game. There we go. We got a game at the Pan American Center. There's been so many road games lately. I guess the Aggies just due for a couple of home games. But Markelle Fultz versus AJ Harris. Fultz has really had a turnaround in his career this past season in Orlando. Evan Fournier versus Jabari Rice. I was about to say Evan Gilliard. Jonathan Isaac versus Trevelin Queen. Now Isaac's a really good defending wing player, young player. Aaron Gordon versus Johnny McCants. Should be pretty interesting. Aaron Gordon obviously has the edge in athleticism, but I think Johnny can stretch that floor a little bit better. And then Nikola Vucevic versus Ivan Adekoechea appears to be the top matchup down low. And as you can see, some of the players' overalls have gone up. Jabari was an 84 at the start of this. Trevelin Queen was actually an 86. But the way, depending on how the players play, their overalls can actually go higher or lower throughout the season. So that kind of just lets you know who's hot as of right now. Quick look at the threads. We got New Mexico State in the classic white jerseys, looking real clean, and then Orlando in the black pinstripe jerseys, which are pretty cool. I guess that's their new version of their the classic pinstripes. Not bad, not bad. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this game. Shout out to everybody for tuning in. If you are watching this on playback on YouTube, please leave a like, subscribe. I appreciate all the support. It really helps this channel grow because we are just starting out. I think we only made that YouTube account maybe 2 weeks ago, not even, like 10 days ago. So yeah, we've already been getting some pretty good traffic on that, so I really appreciate y'all. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started on this game. Let me find this remote, turn this volume on.
Now is your chance to prove your style in the NBA 2K20 Shoe Creator Challenge. Take a shot at designing a sick pair of kicks for a chance.
That's cool. You can design shoes on here. Alrighty, game time. Alright. Need to go into spectator mode because I'm not playing these games. What does this mean? Yeah, that's fine. Alrighty.
Every area. Yeah, I think the perimeter was what helped him.
Fournier with the ball. He had a really strong season for the Magic this year. Really good efficiency. Just a go-to scorer. Harris with the quick bucket. Because he'd had a string of a couple down years, Fournier did. But no, this season was really good for him. I don't know if it's his contract year or what, but he stepped up. Vucevic with the ball, recently paid. Three ball. I still like Markelle Fultz. I know people have had differing opinions on him, but I think he's still got promise, man. He's still a really good finisher. Great size and length at that one spot. Obviously can handle the ball well. His whole thing really has been confidence. But I think a change of location really helps also, especially for a young guy to get into a bad system right out the draft. Like he went to a place in Philly that was win now, you know, where they automatically needed him to be the starting point guard, go for a championship. Like you could just tell Fultz wasn't ready for that. But in Orlando, like he's got all the time because he's got so many other young guys. Jonathan Isaac is a really promising young guy. They still got Mo Bamba off the bench who I'm not giving up on yet. I think it's just a matter of lack of opportunity for him with Vucevic there. But like the Magic aren't expecting to be competitive for a couple of years, you know. They're just happy if they make the playoffs. So that's a really good system for Fultz or situation. Already 4-0 Aggies. Get that rip, Trev. All right. I don't know if you guys follow me on Twitter, but I retweeted, probably going to butcher his name, John Chepovich, I think, for Pro Basketball Combine. He actually sat down and did a Zoom interview with Trev, I believe yesterday, and posted it today, and they were kind of just going over his game highlights from this past season. Really good stuff, so I retweeted that if you guys want to check that out. Only reason why I haven't done too much on Trev and his draft prospects lately is because I'm working on something. It's just gonna be maybe like a 2 or 3 part feature like series, pretty much. It's gonna be a couple of really long articles, kind of breaking down every stage of his life. So it's taken time to do. I'm trying to talk to sources. I did the initial interview with Trev already last week, but I'm trying to set up future interviews because this isn't something that's going to be done in one interview session. It's going to be like 2 or 3. So that's why I don't have any coverage on Trev out yet. It's because I'm working on a really big piece, but stay tuned for that. That's something I'm really excited about, though. How's everyone's day going so far, though? Hope everyone's doing well, staying safe. Is quarantine driving you guys crazy yet? It's starting to get to me, man. I think it's the hair that's really starting to get to me. It's not really the length, because the length isn't very bad. It kind of caps out at like right underneath over my eyebrows. But it's the size, man. When they start to cover my ears, it gets to me. And then on the back right here, I'm not at a shave my head type of point yet. We're not there yet. But yeah, it's starting to bug me. 3 ball. Yeah, Isaac is definitely a defender first and foremost. Look at that below by. Pair of buckets from AJ, we like it. Yeah, definitely the offensive side of the ball is where Isaac needs to improve still. Defensively, like, he has all NBA defensive team potential without a doubt. Really great length. Is he like, he's 6'9" or 6'10" at the small forward spot, which is just ridiculous. There's only a handful of guys with that type of size and length at that position. Really disciplined defense too. And he doesn't even have to become like a real go-to scorer on offense, you know? Like, honestly, if he can just become a good 3-and-D player, like, you can carve out a career in the league for a long time with that. And, like, Isaac already has the defensive part of that down. Just knock down a three-point shot every now and then, you know? Give the defense a reason to cover you. He can definitely be solid. See some people tuning in. Appreciate y'all for stopping by. How's it going? Hope y'all are staying safe. Aggies out to a hot start, 10-2. On a 2-game losing streak right now because they lost to the Kings and the Lakers, so this is a big one. Back home at the Pan Am. Man, I miss being at the Pan Am and covering games. Like, I miss covering sporting events in general. But AJ. Just the crowd at the Pan Am is crazy. So I miss that. For those just now tuning in, the plan, the hope is that Friday, Bryce Rewalt in Tennessee will be helping co-host this live stream. I went ahead and I bought a second camera, so that way, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of pass around that camera to all the players. I'll make sure to disinfect it and all that stuff before it goes to every player. But pretty much, 3-ball Jabari. Yes, sirski. Yeah, the plan is to, like, let's say one night I give the camera to Bryce or to Tennessee. They host an episode for me. They bring it back to me. I, like, clean it up and everything. And then I ship it out to, like, AJ Harris out in, where's he from? Is he from Ohio? I think I know he went to Ohio State at first. So I ship it out to him, and then he'll host an episode. He'll ship it back to me. I'll send it out to Oakland to Terrell Brown. He'll send it back to me, so on and so forth. And I'll just do like 2 or 3 days shipping. Because this is a 30-game season, and we're only 8 games in, so. Plus the playoffs. So we got plenty of time. But yeah, that's the plan, because I really want to get the players more involved in this. Let's go, Jabari. Good take. Jabari's been killing it this season, man. He's leading the team in scoring here in this virtual league. Which I would anticipate he's going to do in real life this season. Could be Johnny, but I think Jabari's going to be the guy. He could really easily lead them in points and assists next season if he wanted to. Like, I think his passing went really under the radar this season. That and his strength. Like, he still has a lot to improve on in terms of strength. Like, he still has a ways to go. But he made steps in the right direction this season. You could tell. His finishing got a lot better because of it, you know. 6 points already in this one. We might have a blowout on our hands, folks, already. Jabari Rice leading the way. I would love to get Jabari on this, but he doesn't have a console, I don't think. A PlayStation or an Xbox. Which is how I'm live streaming the hour now. Although I'm trying to figure that out. I think I could just get a camera and they can just attach it to their laptop or something. Like, I think I can just invite somebody that way. Which, if I can, then that'd be great. Because then I don't have to limit it to just somebody with a console, you know? But I'm still very much new to this whole Twitch live streaming thing, so I'm figuring it out. 3 ball. Yes, sir. 11 points. He's going to outscore the Magic in this game. All on his own. (21-5), man. I mean, this is one of the worst teams that they've played so far. So I guess it makes sense. Mo Bamba. For those who don't know, I'm a UT alum, so I was there when Mo was there also. Got to meet him a couple times, actually. Because really, if you're a freshman, for the most part, you stay at this one, I guess, apartment or dorm area. And so I would see all the athletes over there. Because I was dating someone at the time that was also living there. CT Howard, if you could choose a team for Trev to get drafted by, which would it be? That's a great question. Let me think about that for a second. So he's talked to the Wizards. Wizards wouldn't be bad, honestly. I think that might just be the pick. Maryland native, so he's not far from home. They got rid of Otto Porter Jr. or Otto Porter, 2 seasons ago? So they got some room at the small forward spot where he could work his way up. I think Washington might be the move for me. That might be my pick. He gets to play with some really good guards, especially if John Wall comes back anything like he was the past couple seasons. They're not exactly in win now, so I think he'll have an opportunity to get some minutes, you know? Yeah, I think Washington would be my pick from. Which is a team he has talked to. Because I was seeing some people say, like, Atlanta, which, I mean, that's cool to play with Trae Young, but they have so many wings already. Like, they already have DeAndre Hunter, Cam Reddish. Those are 2 guys that are lottery picks that they're invested in, you know what I mean? It's going to be really hard for Trav to carve something out there. That's a team that he's talking to also. The Spurs he talked to. I think Spurs will probably be my backup, right behind Washington. CT says that sounds like a good fit. Yeah, I think San Antonio will be my backup though, because just the way they develop players. They have a history of drafting guys that are a little bit older, like Derek White. They're not afraid to do that. Um, who knows? They might hit the reset button and trade DeMar, and then all of a sudden, what wings do they have? They got rid of DeMar Carroll. If DeMar's out, there's not really any other small forwards on the team that I'm missing, right? Rudy Gay kind of goes into that small forward, power forward spot, but even then, he's on the back end of his career. Could just serve as a mentor for some incoming wing players. Honestly, I think Trev's the type of player that can fit in a lot of systems, though. If you have good size, you can score the ball, and you bring some energy on the defensive end, yeah, you're going to be a good fit. CT says, I don't think he's talked to Memphis. Or I don't think he's talked to them, but Memphis would be cool just because, selfishly, I want a throwback Grizzly. That would be sick. A throwback Grizzly jersey. Like the Vancouver one with the crazy stuff on the collar and that teal jersey. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Memphis wouldn't be bad because they have a lot of young players, but not really any young shooting guard small forwards, right? I guess Dylan Brooks is their main young guy at that position. I can't really think of anyone else. Yeah, that's the one he says. That jersey's sick. Yeah, because then they got rid of or they got Jay Crowder, right? I think they got Jay Crowder, right, in that Iggy trade. So, I mean, there's your small forward for right now, but even then, it's nothing that he couldn't work out some minutes, carve out a role. Memphis would be cool. And no, he hasn't talked to Memphis yet. At least as of when I talked to him last Thursday. And he had talked to the Spurs, the Jazz, the Wizards, the Hawks, and the Clippers. I think were the 5 teams that he talked to as of last Thursday. He's probably talked to a couple more since then. But I'm still trying to work out another meeting to talk to him again for this feature I'm working on. What are y'all's favorite throwback jerseys, though, in the league? I'm trying to think of my favorites. New Mexico State 23, Orlando 13 after 1. What are my favorite throwback jerseys? I mean, obviously the Vince Carter Toronto Raptors ones, the purple or the white with the dinosaur is pretty cool. Bryce says that's a tough jersey, yeah. I think he's talking about the Grizzlies one. I really like the throwback Magic jerseys too. The pinstripe. They're you would see Shaq wearing and Penny. Those are sick. Oh, I think he's talking about this jersey. Appreciate it, Bryce. Bryce Rewall in the building, guys. I really wanted the black version of this one, but I think it had come out it came out a year or two before this, and I hadn't gotten it in time. Yeah, he says the one I've got on. Appreciate it. I have way too many Warriors jerseys. I've got a Curry one, an Iguodala one, a Draymond one, a Klay Thompson one, and I think that's it right now. Oh, and a Monte Ellis one, a throwback. I don't know. I like jerseys. I just never really wear them that often, when I go out. So So I've kind of been trying to stop buying them. Oh, and a KD jersey too on the Warriors. So that's 6. Yeah, I've got this weird thing where if I'm watching my team play, I like to wear the same jersey that they're wearing. It's kind of just like a superstition type of thing. Sean with the ball. Terrell had a good game yesterday. Pull up. That shot is deadly, man. I saw, I think it was Bleacher Report or ESPN. They posted a picture yesterday, and they're like, which guy would get the rebound? And I think it was Ben Wallace, Dennis Rodman, um, Draymond Green. There were a couple other ones. And people were so upset that Draymond Green was on that list that the actual name Draymond Green was trending on Twitter for a little bit, which is hilarious. I think people just love to hate Draymond. I obviously like him because he's a Warriors fan, but I can see why people wouldn't like him. I'm trying to see who else was on that list. Okay, so it's Ben Wallace, Charles Barkley, Dennis Rodman, Draymond Green, and Kevin Garnett. Which obviously Draymond isn't winning that. You know, he's not getting that rebound. I'm surprised they didn't put Andre Drummond there. Because honestly, like, he could get that rebound between all those guys. He doesn't do much else, but he's one of the best rebounders in the history of the league. Lockdown D, Will. Ah. That Last Dance episode that was focused on Dennis Rodman was some of the best television I think I've ever seen live. Without a doubt. The whole thing in Vegas, I won't get into it for those who haven't seen it. But that was just tier 1 entertainment right there, without a doubt. 12-point game. Oh, go at him, Sean. It's not a bad shot. Ooh. No, sir. Get that to Tennessee. With the bucket. Good find. That block by Johnny was nasty. Vucevic is so underrated, man. I feel like people don't really talk about him when they talk about the better centers in the league. Like, he can get rebounds, he can finish down low, he can hit a 3-ball every now and then. He's obviously not at the, like, Joel Embiid, Karl Anthony Towns range or tier, but he's a really good center. Just got paid too, a lot. It's funny because when they drafted Mo Bamba, like you could tell they were ready to move on from Vucevic. Because when they drafted Mo, uh, Nikola was entering his contract year, like his last year of his deal. So you can kind of tell they were ready to really go young. And then Vucevic just has a career year, and they're like, well, we can't get rid of this guy. He's an all star now, you know? So they signed him to I don't know if it was a max, but it had to have been close to it. And now Mo's kind of in this weird spot where he might be coming off the bench the next couple of years if he stays in Orlando. Because it's not like you can have both of them on the court at the same time. Neither can really play the small forward. I mean, power forward. Y'all see Aaron Gordon is releasing music nowadays? I think he's reached like peak quarantine boredom. He actually released a diss track on Dwayne Wade called 9 out of 10 for those who haven't checked that out. I'm not even going to say I recommend checking it out because it wasn't, it's not like it was really great. But it was in response to D Wade giving him that, the score of 9 in the dunk contest that made him lose this year. Fader. Terrence Ross still has it, man. He kind of reminds me of. He's taking a really similar career trajectory of like Vince Carter, Terrence Ross, where he starts off as just a crazy dunker in Toronto, and then kind of has to really develop a 3-point shot to stay in the league. Because Ross is getting up there in age now. Oh, I'm surprised I didn't drop. Let's go, Bryce. Take it to him. That's a tough shot. Trying to see how old Terrence Ross is. I want to say he's like 29 and 30. 29. Obviously nowhere near Vince though. Because Vince is what? 42? 43 now? It just sucks that if the season gets canceled officially, then that's the end of his career, you know? Good find. Like, I would have loved to have seen Vince's actual last game, knowing it was his last game, you know? Oh, you gotta pull up, Trev. Good block. Got AJ. Ooh. Magic are kind of just hanging around. It's an 11-point game. I was working on that. I was working on that feature on Trev today, pretty much all day, and then realized right before I started this live stream that I have not yet eaten today. So I am starving right now. I'm just trying to think of where I'm gonna go as soon as this is over. Shades of Dirk Nowitzki with that, the one-legged fader. Okay, Johnny. That's one thing of his game that never went away, man. That athleticism is ridiculous for Markel. Even though the shot's been shaky since he got to the league. Can you believe the Sixers gave up Markel Fultz for Jonathan Simmons and a second-round pick? Simmons wasn't even in the league anymore. And I don't know what that second-round pick turned into, but I can't imagine it turned into anything great. That just shows how low his stock was at the time. Markel. Like you knew Orlando got a steal because, I mean, even if it doesn't pan out, what did you lose, you know? You didn't need Simmons because you got Terrence Ross and Jonathan Isaac coming in. And you desperately needed a point guard. Yo. I just got the craziest text right now. I can't say what it is because it's work related. But if it happens, it's going to be hilarious. That's all I can say right now. Oh, faders, CJ. What is with everybody and the one-legged faders today? I need to get in touch with CJ and see what he's planning on doing. Him and Terrell and Yvonne, honestly. DJ, another UT alum, my boy DJ Augustine. So they got two of them on the team. I didn't really make that connection. They got Bamba and Augustine. All right, last second bucket is Utah Valley all over again. Not bad though. 40-29 NMSU at halftime. Let's take a quick look at these stats so y'all can check them out. It's not. Oh yeah, it is gonna let me. Jabari Rice already 14 points at halftime. Man, this guy has been hooping. Johnny McCants 8-8 on his way to a double double. And then not really much else scoring wise from the rest of the team. CJ's got 4 off the bench. AJ and Yvonne with 4. And then nothing crazy for the Magic. Ross and Vucevic each with 6. Oh wow, Vucevic already has 11 rebounds. Jeez. How many does Yvonne have? Only 1 rebound for Yvonne? This is a guy who's averaging like 13 rebounds this season. That's crazy. But okay, let's get this halftime show. Once again, appreciate all of y'all for tuning in, man. And if you guys want to actually get your hands on this New Mexico State team, if you have a PlayStation 4, I put out a video on my Twitch and on my YouTube channel. Link is in the description below. And it's a tutorial to actually help you guys upload the team, the jerseys, everything. So you can actually make your own expansion team and play some games. So make sure to check that out. We've had about 25 to 30 people download that already. And if you do that, send me screenshots, man, of your games on Twitter at JTheSports. I want to see them. I saw someone did that yesterday, which is pretty cool. $14 points, man. All right, let's go, Bari. You know the dude has a promising future when Slab Jones is giving him the stamp of approval. I remember when I interviewed Slab for the Straight Shooter podcast during the season, who like Jabari is also a Houston native. And I asked him about Jabari, and he said he really liked this game a lot. Which obviously is high praise from one of the best Aggies of all time, Which is something I want to do more of this season. I want to talk to more greats, I would have loved to talk to Coach Henson. Had he actually came here for that the whole team reunion they did, I probably would have talked to him. But obviously he's getting up there in age. He had some stuff come up where he couldn't make the trip. But definitely, if you guys have any Aggie alums or greats in mind that you want me to reach out to for next season's podcast, let me know. So obviously during the whole season, I'm consumed with knowing as much as I can about the current players, but it's just nice to get a little bit of history, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I'm only a year into the whole history of New Mexico State, you know what I mean? I don't know all the history about it, so it's always good to talk to some of those guys, educate myself a little bit more. Ooh. That was a crowd of black jerseys right there. Good D, AJ. Locked down. Yeah, there's nothing you can do about that. He's got like a whole foot advantage on him. There's nothing you can do at that point. I think legitimately is a whole foot. What's AJ like? Is he 5'9", 5'10"? 5'9". And Isaac's 6'10", 6'11". Jeez. 3 ball. Yes, sir. Trey ball. Terrell Brown. It's a tough take. Tough take. Pull up. Oh. Trev doesn't really use the glass very often on his shots. I don't really think there's a way to change that on here. But on this game, he's kind of shooting like D Wade almost, with those faders off the glass, mid-range. Which is not a bad trait to have. I'm trying to think of like the best off the glass shooters. Like D Wade comes to mind. Dirk comes to mind. At least in my generation. Pull up. Oh. It was a bit of a desperation heat, but that would have been great. Best believe we're keeping track of the points too, man. I'm trying to see who gets the most points this season, Tennessee or Bryce. I think right now it's Bryce, I want to say. But not by a lot. I think it's maybe by 1 or 2 points. I don't know if you're still on here, Bryce, but a couple nights ago, Tennessee says that he's superior on that one-on-one basketball against you. I don't know if you were already offline by then, but I want your take on that, man. Who's winning more times than not when you guys face off? Sean Buchanan with the 3 ball. There you go. Find him. Pull up. Oh. Oh, Yvonne! I don't even think that was blocked. Oh, grab that, Sean. Run that fast break. Did you see him snag that out of the air? Tough. Three ball! Terrell Brown. And the Aggies have extended the lead to 17. I still feel like Orlando's just hanging in there, though. Good rip. You got Yvonne down there. Let's go, Sean. That's a blow by. Oh. Terrell's just catching and shooting it, man. I like it. I like to see it. Yeah, that's a bucket. 13-point game, folks. Let's go, Evan. He's playing that lockdown defense right now. Good stuff. Good stuff, man. I'm trying to think of who my favorite player, like which player am I the most fan of their game on the team. Honestly, Sean might be up there. It's really entertaining to watch. I think I'm just a big fan of like those glue guys on the team. Johnny's game I'm a really fan of too, just because it's so smooth. Step back. I want to know about you guys though. Whose game are you the biggest fan of? Ooh. Remember when Michael Carter Williams was Rookie of the Year? Did he have like a crazy game his first game of the season too? Or first game of his career? I don't know what happened to him. Like he's still solid. He's a good backup point guard, but I mean, just not what you would expect from the Rookie of the Year. Oh, that's Clamps. Clamps! Good defense. Oh, good find. And one! The Canadian Clayton Henry. Still working on a nickname for Clayton. If he comes back this season, which I think he will, I'll give him a nickname on a Straight Shooter episode. Third quarter winding down. Good bucket, Trev. I feel like I need to adjust Trev's shot tendency in this game because he's really not calling for the ball much. Buzzer beater. Oh. I thought he had that. I thought he had that. It's all good though. Yeah, this one's turned into a bit of a blowout. Let's see what it was. Was it that reverse dunk? Oh, and one to Clayton. Good stuff. For those who are just now tuning in, if you're missing any of this game, about maybe an hour after the live stream's over, I'll have it uploaded, the unedited version of the game, on my YouTube channel, Straight Shooter, so make sure to check that out. Link is in the description below. And if you're watching this on YouTube right now, please leave a like, subscribe. I appreciate all that kind of stuff. Clayton Henry at the line. I don't think it looks anything like Clayton. At this point, though, I've kind of just given up on trying to change the faces of people. Like, it is what it is at this point. I've put in way too many hours on this game. I think it's close enough. Good rip by AJ. Trev with the ball. Spin move. Keep going, Trev. Oh. What do you have, like 2 boards there? Pull up, money. Yes, sir. 22 points in 16 minutes. Jeez. That's wild. Good D, Trev. Good find. Tough finish. Ah, that was a tough take. I don't know why I'm yawning at like 7 o'clock. Alright, let's go, Trev. Man, he's struggling this game. Good D. Bob it, pull up, cash. Yes, sir. I forgot to mention tonight at what time is this at? Tonight at 8:30 p.m. I am going to be actually playing some 2K. I'll probably do it on this channel. Might as well. With a couple of people. They're called Statcaster. The dude who runs it or who started it is a UT alum also, so that's why I'm just giving him a shout out with a collab. So yeah, we're gonna play some 2K at 8:30 tonight for those who want to check it out. Not Aggie basketball, so if y'all don't, no worries. But just something I want to do on my free time. Should be cool. I haven't actually played 2K in a while. I've just been watching these like simulations. Big win for the Aggies, man. 2-game losing streak. They had to snap it at home, you know? And they are going to do that in dramatic fashion. Oh, Markel driving? Good take. That boy Markel. Prove the doubters wrong, Markel. Good find. That boy is hooping. 26? Is that what he has so far? Jeez. Oh, wide open. It's a grown man right there, guys. It's a grown man. He's got 15 tonight. That's pretty solid. It's really solid, actually, for Isaac. Oof. He really hasn't done much this game, has he, Yvonne? A good rip. Trey ball. Wow. Jonathan Isaac is lighting them up. See, that's what I was saying. If he just gets a 3-point shot, all of a sudden he's one of the better 3-and-D players in the league, you know? Because he's so young, too. He's what, like, let me think. 22? 21 maybe? Because I think this is his third year and he came in when he was 19. Something like that. Okay. Okay, Trev. Get your Kyrie bag. Nasty layup. And it's back up to a 20-point lead. Goodness. See you, Mo. That sip that I just took was the last of it, though, luckily, so there's nothing to spill. That would have been really bad. It was still full of water. Convincing win by the Aggies, man. You love to see it. Oh, that was going to do that pull-up. Get that, Yvonne. Good take. I thought that was going to get blocked. I thought Mo had him. Let's go. You know what? It's a blowout. I'm going to play these last couple minutes. I've never done this before. But it's a blowout, man. Might as well. Get that, Johnny. Yes, sir. I won't do this every night, but I haven't played some 2K in a while. It's not going to affect the game. Let's bring in Bryce in Tennessee, man. Let's get some buckets. Might as well. If y'all don't mind. We got Tennessee. We got Bryce. Who else do I want to see on the court? Let me see Will in the game. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Why not, man? Why not play these last couple minutes? I don't know what level. Oh, it is on Hall of Fame difficulty. I don't know if I'm ready for that. Uh-oh. Deem up, Tennessee. Okay. All right, let's go, Tennessee. Let's get this bucket, man. We know he likes that corner shot. Let's get this. There we go. Let's go, Trev. Oh yeah, we attacking them, bro. My defense is gonna be horrible, but I think I can score. Nah, Wow. All right, let's go, Trev. Good find. Yes, sir. Buckets. Okay, I'm a little aggressive. If I score every time down the court and you guys are watching this on YouTube, you have to leave a like. You have to. Because that's just impressive at that point. Let's go. Go to work on him. Yes, sir. Ah. That wasn't a bad look. James Ennis. That's where he's playing on? I didn't know he was on the Magic. Yes, sir. I'm nice with it, man. What are you talking about? Now I'm just fouling, though. All right, I'm done. I'm about to just spectate the rest of this. I just had to get a couple buckets in. That's all it was. That's all it was. I'm back to watching. Don't worry. Just had to get a couple buckets in, man. Oh, I forgot this is empty now. I could have played it off like there was water in there, but I got no reason to lie to y'all. Let's go, Bryce. Get this last bucket. Or Sean. I'm good with that, too. Ah. Good D. So it looks like that's going to do it. Let's get one last bucket from Tennessee. Put your shoulder in him. New Mexico State 87, Orlando 65. A dominant victory for the Aggies at the Pan American Center. They remain undefeated at home, and they move up to 6-3 on the season overall. Quick look at some of these highlights. Solid performance, man. Jabari Rice, 26-5. Good Lord. Chill, Jabari. Johnny McCants, 12-13. That might be his first double-double he's had this season. I might be wrong, but that's impressive. Yvonne usually has a double-double, but he gets 10-6. Light work. 3 assists. Terrell with 9 points off the bench. CJ with 7 off the bench. Queen 6-5. Could be better points-wise, but 6 boards, 5 assists is actually really good. And yada, yada, yada. There's the rest of the stats. Cool. Let's put this on mute, because I'm not trying to get a copyright claim. But it looks like that's going to do it, folks, for tonight's contest. Aggies come out on top, snap their 2-game losing streak. And the next game is the real test. Tomorrow night, don't miss it. The Aggies will face the Clippers of Los Angeles, which I'm really excited for. On the road, too. So they were just at Staples Center yesterday for the Lakers game, and now they're coming back here. Yeah, that's going to be a crazy game. For sure. Make sure to check that one out, guys. If you missed any of this live stream, we want to go back and watch the unedited version. It's on my YouTube channel, Straight Shooter. Link is in the description below. If you're watching this on YouTube, leave a like, subscribe, Appreciate all of that support, guys. Appreciate y'all who tuned in for this live stream. Even if you came and went for just a second, man, I appreciate you guys for tuning in because this is still very much in the developing phase. This process is still a lot of working out a lot of kinks in it. So appreciate y'all for bearing with me while we're getting this sorted out. Later this week, we will have Bryce Rewalt and Tennessee Owens actually co-hosting this with me. So that is going to be really exciting, and hopefully that's going to start a trend where we'll get other players from New Mexico State's team to co-host these games with me. But for right now, it's just me, but we're working on it. But yeah, that is going to do it for me, guys. This has been Justin Martinez, aka Jay the Sports Dude. I'm going to go get some food because I have not eaten all day.